CBS 13 political analyst Gary Dietrich joins us in studio. Good to see you, Gary. Obviously, it's a big, big day. Donald Trump was quick to congratulate the Pope.
Right.
Chances are the two will meet at some point on maybe one or more occasions.
I would think that's probably the case. I mean, Vice President Vance was just in the Vatican.
Right.
And, you know, so we've come a long way, friends, since JFK was the first Catholic elected president of the United States, and that was seen as quite a shock, believe it or not, in those days. You know, it's going to be interesting to me, guys, is to see if this energizes the Catholic base in the United States, you know, because that has traditionally been a very strong voting bloc. And, you know, if this American Pope comes to visit the U.S., for example, and activates it. The other thing is going to be interesting to see if he says anything about the immigration issue, which traditionally has been sometimes at odds between the Catholic Church and United States government.
And that is something that he's already said so much about in the past, and past social media posts, too, about how he supports immigration, he supports the migrants, supports the poor. So
Right. We'll see how that conversation goes with the president.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so let's switch gears now. We're going to talk about the new trade deal with the UK. That was big news today. When we're looking at this,
really big
news today, rolling back some of those. But let's talk about how this would impact really some of the other economies, specifically California.
Right.
Just listening to what they were talking about at the White House today and saying, okay, they brought up agriculture, beef, the good things.
Yeah.
That obviously, you would think, good news for California, right?
You know, a lot of people don't know this, that we have the biggest agricultural state in the union. A lot of people don't know that. California, the largest agricultural exporter from the U.S. worldwide. So I would expect, guys, because a lot was made, as you pointed out, Marley, about ag exports. I mean, that, in the long run, can only benefit California.
Yeah, largest ag. I know there's a lot of manure being slung at the Capitol, that's for sure.
Oh, dear.
I didn't include that one, Tony.
16 states, including California, joined a lawsuit this week after the Trump administration froze over $3 billion in funds to help build more EV charging stations. So that money was approved under Biden's Inflation Reduction Act. The Trump administration, are they going to freeze those funds?
Well, this is always the big challenge right now between states and the Trump administration. The states are saying, well, you have no right to do away with this program, which the Trump people would like to do. But, guys, they can shrink it so significantly that it almost becomes insignificant. Why is this important for California? Because California is way behind, guys, the Newsom targets on putting these charging stations around the state. And we have a large state geographically. And, you know, with the Newsom goal of having EVs become a dominant force in the state, you've got to have charging stations. And so the feds have traditionally been behind this, of course, under Biden, supporting it a lot financially. Now it looks like it could well fall to the states, at least in the short term, to make that happen on their own.
Yeah, I read today that EV sales are flat year to year in the states. So
Right. You think, though, if the money's already allocated, would it be legal?
Well, that's what we call clawing it back. If it's been allocated, but it can also be pulled back depending on, that's what this lawsuit's going to be about. How much can be taken back?
Yeah. What did you mean by that manure comment, by the way?
That was your
sorry.
comment, my friend.
Okay, good. Well, we'll talk to you soon.
Okay, guys.